I work with a colleague who has ADHD. I try to help by working in a way that I think will help them, but then also it can get frustrating. Any tips?
Yeah, that's a very good one. Um, and I think that's so kind to be supporting a team member who does recognize that they have ADHD. But I guess also the sort of second component of that is that ADHD is different for everyone. So it can affect our attention memory, time management, task switching, emotional regulation, follow through stuff. So stuff that, if we're trying to navigate day to day and also the creative process, it can be incredibly challenging. And what may help one person may not help another. So I guess, and again, it's sort of trying to read between the lines here in regards to this individual helping, whether they've had a conversation about what may help their colleague, or if they're sort of guesstimating what might be helpful by how much they know about them. But I guess if you haven't had that respectful conversation and sort of ask, I want us to be able to work together. Is there anything I can help to help us achieve whatever it is, whatever the project is, or those sorts of things. So if that's around communication, planning, sharing tasks, what might work best for that individual, that also translates across the workplace as well, or how you might work collectively. I think also a really good one, and this is just across general workplaces for those that may, be neurodivergent, but also those that might be a little bit, have a lot of tabs open as well, are things like being really clear and concrete in writing. So things like written follow-ups, agreed priorities, deadlines, checklists, clear steps can be really helpful for many people, not just people with ADHD, but also if we are spinning a lot of plates, having those really clear, concise steps. So maybe ask if that's something they've tried. Does it work for them if they haven't tried it? And then I guess the frustration component as well. So really trying to separate the behavior or the frustration from the person. So rather thinking, they're unreliable as a person, it may be useful to think about, are the current systems for tracking beneficial or useful for both of us? So what are the systems? Is it okay for all of our team to work with? The frustration is valid too, but I guess it's looking at where that frustration comes from. So do you just really care about this person and you want the best for them and your workday, or do you feel like you're taking on additional labor whilst also working with them? So if it is the fact that you care for them, and that's the sort of frustration, then taking a beat from, really helping them, or what you're deeming as helping and supporting them, and just giving yourself some distance and time to breathe so you can sort of come down and back into the conversation or work practices with clear eyes. But also, if you are taking on additional labor, then that's a really good indicator that there should be a conversation about systems, deadlines, the way that they work. If not, if you think that it's something that is above your head, you might have tried a couple of things and things aren't working and it's really starting to affect your work and their work, then it might also be having a conversation about like clear boundaries. So you're happy to, really clarify priorities, but you can't keep checking in on them every day. But also maybe getting additional help as well. So having conversations with a manager or a team member that can support better work practices for that individual that can help those needs. Because, we might not know what the best work practices are, but someone might have an idea in how to best support our neurodivergent workforce. And so I guess, and also keeping the focus on the systems and the support for that individual, not that person's diagnosis as well. So I hope that works, but it's a big one. It's a big chunky question.
And that's great. I think there's so much great advice in there. So it is a tough one, and I think like you said at the beginning, it's it's very easy to try and go, oh, ADHD, so here's the category of stuff that we do. But it's still an individual, and everyone shows up differently for everyone and can do on different days. So yeah, really, really useful. Thank you.